This is a Live Eco Style production. There we go. And anyway, good morning, everybody. This is old Uncle Randy, and this is the Eco Minute on the Live Eco Style website, and all through our Roku channels that go around the world. 23 countries and over 61 million people have the opportunity to see beautiful people like Sally. And Sally, once again, I'm going to have you pronounce your last name for you. I don't want to butcher it. So
it's Guillaume, Sally Guillaume.
Okay, I'll get it one of these days. And Sally is coming to us from beautiful country of France, and she has a website, Undiscovered Mountains, and it is full. If you ever wanted to go to France and you wanted to have the eco holiday, I have looked at this website for hours at this point in time. It's a big website and a lot to do. So tell us about what you do, where you're at, and a little bit about this beautiful Undiscovered Mountains opportunity.
So we're based in the southern French Alps, which if you know the Alps, is kind of France is between south of Grenoble and north of Marseille, if that helps anyone. And we specialize in mountain-based holidays, basically. So anything involving mountain activities, whether that be summer things like canyoning or walking or biking or via ferrata or any of those kind of things. And then in the winter, ski touring, snowshoeing, ice climbing. We do a wolf tracking trip in the winter as well, which is really popular.
Really?
So lots of different things, but basically lots of kind of active holidays in the mountains.
So how many people do you have go through your website and go through your tours every year? Because I mean, it's an endless. When you go to their website, they have couples activity and group activity and short activity breaks and road cycling and e-biking and I mean, by the time you get done all of them, you'd be fantastically in shape.
Yeah, well, so we're a really small company. So we our kind of philosophy is to keep it small and personal. So we have, how many people do we have a year? No more than 500.
Oh, that's awesome. So your groups, when you go, how many people do you have in a group then?
So that's kind of not including groups. So the groups are a slightly different category. That's kind of individual. So groups, we have different groups. So we have, for example, school groups that can be kind of 60. And then we have groups like this weekend, we're welcoming a Nordic walking group and they're 16. It can vary. It depends. Generally, sport clubs are between 8 and 25 people. And then things like schools can be bigger. And then sometimes we have companies that can be, 30 or 40 kind of size.
Well, we have on one of our partners that does our Eco Moments here in the States. He's 73. I've known him since high school. He's been all over the world. He's climbed 56 of the tallest 57 mountains in America, and he continues to go and go and go and go. And I know when we come back, he's going to want to come. He's going to outrun me because I just play golf. I mean, that's my world. So tell us about it.
We have a golf course. We have a golf course as well in the Alps.
I love the golf over there. Back in the 80s, actually, when I was good enough, I was looking at playing in a French, like a semi-pro golf tour. But basically, you would stay, with people in France and eat their food. And I was more interested in that than playing golf, particularly. I love France. I think it's spectacular. I can't wait to get back. So tell us about what's your most favorite of all the things that you do.
Me personally, as my own sport, or
sure, we'll start there. Let's go your heartbeat. Absolutely.
Okay, well, the reason I suppose why I set this up is because I'm really passionate about ski touring and cross country skiing. So they're my two big things, and that obviously in the winter, and then in the summer, walking, alpinism, climbing, that kind of stuff. But a bit of biking.
Are you active every day? Are you on the go every day?
Oh yeah, I'd like to be, but no. I spend most of my time behind the desk, and I get out when I can. So sometimes, I go out with clients when I can, and if I get kind of half a day, I'll go out and do something. And because I live right in the middle of it, it's easy for me to do that. I can go in the winter. I can go for 2 hours cross country skiing and be back up, be back in the office before the office opens.
Oh, that's
So
good
yeah.
for you. Good for you. We have a another side. We have cross country. We have a national advocate for the big cross country races that, again, in my age, in the 70s, but we're still active. I mean, we're not giving up anything. We're
Yeah, no, we have a group. We have a group right now of they're from America, actually, from California, of walkers who are 70 plus, and they're having a good time. So yeah, we cater for all ages.
how much does a typical package cost? What is the what are
Oh,
included
it's
in the
really
package?
variable. Yeah, it's really variable. It kind of depends on so many things. So it depends whether you're staying in kind of more high-end accommodation or basic accommodation. So, for example, the same activity package uh, in a campsite is going to be 3 times less expensive than in a nice hotel. So it just depends. We kind of customize it depending on what the person wants. We have set holidays that are in a set accommodation with a set itinerary, and they're like a fixed price that doesn't change. You just book onto those as an individual. And then we have tailor-made holidays, really, I suppose that's what you would call them, customized holidays, where somebody can take a fixed holiday, but they want to do it for their group or their family, and they don't want to stay in that accommodation. They want to stay in a different accommodation, or they want to change it so it's slightly shorter or slightly longer, or go to a slightly different place. And then we basically adapt it and customize it for them. And that can be whatever whatever price. It just depends on
So
yeah.
coming from the
I mean,
States,
I guess
where do people fly into? Do they fly into Paris, or do they where?
it kind of depends. So some, obviously, because I know you don't have that long holiday. You don't have many holidays in the States like the Europeans. We have more holidays than you.
I know, I learned.
So some lots of people come from the States and they literally just come for the week, or even less than that. And the easiest airport is either Marseille or Lyon.
Mhm.
Um, People that come for a bit longer will fly to Paris, and then they'll do other stuff. So they'll spend some time in Paris, and then they'll come down here for like a long weekend or a week, and then they'll maybe go to Nice and do Provence. It kind of depends. Yeah, I mean that's kind of quite a nice thing to do if you're from the States. If you've got enough time to do a bit of and do France, you can come to Paris and do obviously Paris. You can get here on the train from Paris, so you can come here on the train overnight or in the day. Have, I don't know, like 4 days or a week, depending on your time here, and then go to the coast and do Côte d'Azur, and have three different very different experiences.
Well, one of the things that I embodied the full, still trying to lose the weight since 1986, was eating the French food. And one of the things I bought was a French cookbook translated from French to English.
Yeah.
And I have destroyed that. I mean, comes out every Christmas. It's difficult, sort of like the Julia Childs thing, it's but it's got I just love French cooking, and everything's so fresh. I mean, it's just a different, am I remember correctly, you folks get about 12 weeks a year off. I mean, it's a laid back, from the States compared
And
to over there.
the further south you go, the more laid back it gets.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Well, we also have a parent or a sister company that we started to call the Distillery Channel, and that
Hmm.
covers sipping. We'll just leave it at that. Your bourbon, wines, beers, everything like that. And we've been all over the United States with that. And literally the year of COVID, we embodied, golf, travel, sports, and the eco-minded lifestyle, which is really taking off. We've been put a lot of years into that, due to my upbringing, but a great team. And boy, we just want to next year the Ryder Cup's going to be in Italy, and I just told everybody in my group, I said, we're just going to be we're going to start in France, we're going to go to Italy, we're going to just eat our way through the European lifestyle, because I just love it. I mean, I can't wait to get back. It's fantastic, and you have so much to do. Let me go through this list, because spring activity, holidays, family activities, single adventures, couples activity, group activities, short activity breaks, road cycling, e-biking, mountain biking, walking holidays, wildlife holidays, and it goes on and on. Paragliding. Did you create this whole slew? Is that your work of a lifetime of experience, or how did you get so varied? It's just great.
Well, I mean, I came over here. I mean, I've been doing outdoor activities myself since I was a teenager. So lots of holiday. Originally from the UK,
Huh?
so lots of holidays in not just in the Alps, but all over the place. Um, and when we moved here to set up Undiscovered Mountains, which was in 2006, it just started gradually. So it was just a case of seeing, what I mean, the reason we chose this particular part of the Alps is because it gets much better weather than the Northern Alps. We get much less rain, much better, much more sunshine, and the variety of the activities is much more varied. So, I mean, just in an hour from where I live, you can do parachuting, hot air ballooning. You can walk on a glacier. You can swim in a lake. You can do water skiing, you can do sailing. You can canyon. So all within an hour of one place. So it's a really geographically and from a topography point of view, it's got everything in a small place, and it gets really good weather. So that's why I chose it. And I suppose over the years, just doing the activities and getting to know the local people, we've just developed the portfolio like that, really. Try to pick the best activities, the best things, and yeah, it's just evolved organically, really.
Oh, it is so spectacular. It's undiscoveredmountains.com, and I always keep these too short, but usually we try to keep it about 2 minutes. I've been going over 30 minutes, and everybody says, I thought it was going to be 2 minutes. I say, it's my company. I'm going to do what I want to do. But we'll set up a time to come back. I want to unfold. You've got an eco side to you that's definitely eco-minded, and it's got like snow caverns in it. The eco challenge, the picture is fascinating.
Oh yeah, the eco challenge, yeah.
Yeah, and I've got definitely people that I'm going to relay this to in my company, because my friend Robert Mills, who's out in California, he's climbing every weekend. I mean, he'll take pictures from 11, 12, 13,000 feet, and it's amazing. So Sally, I really appreciate you taking the time today. We finally got connected. We're going to set this up again. I really want to unfurl for you, because I know we have thousands of people that would love to hear more about it, how to set it up. How did they get in touch? What's the best way to do? Is go to your website and begin there?
Yeah, go to the website and just on any of the contact forms, or just send us an email Sally@undiscoveredmountains.com or info@undiscoveredmountains.com. It's quite straightforward.
Well, it's spectacular. Sally, you have a great day. I look forward to talking to you soon in the future. We're going to come back and we're going to really unfold these. They're up on our Roku channels, or go around the world. Our Roku channel does come into France, and I'll let you know how to get a hold of that and see what we do. So anyway, Sally,
Great.
be safe, be healthy. Well, you're healthy. I mean, you're out there every day. You can't be anything but healthy. Anyway, really appreciate the time today. You have a great day.
Thank you for your time too. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.